Alright, hi everyone. I am here to run you through my build for the narrative visual novel that I had to make for my Game Design 2 class. Um, Basically, what I want to cover is my narrative drive and how I came to the decision of writing what I did. Um, so, to start off, this is, I guess you could technically say, a sequel to a visual novel that I made in my intro to game dev class in my freshman year, a couple years ago. Um, with that class, it was a visual novel as well, and it was also a branching story. So when I had to decide how to start this game, I really had to think, how would I want the previous game to end? And I think that's kind of a hard decision to make when you make a branching game, is if when you make a sequel, how you want to continue the story when the story that many players played was one that they made themselves, and they may have not got the ending that leads into this story. But um, basically, I summed it up with you just winning the first game. The win state in the first game is sort of the beginning of this game. Um, and so a basic synopsis of this game is that you are Alan. You are a super soldier with a friendly computer AI named Nolan. Uh, in the first game, what happened was you crash landed on the planet Geruda, and you had to help the rebels fight the government that was basically taking over the entire planet. And at the beginning of this game, you did that. You succeeded, and now you have to go back to what you were originally directed to do before you crash landed, and that was to survey this alien planet, Orion 11. Um, Basically, there has been some alien uh, movement and developments on here, and your job is to scout and report back your findings without raising much awareness. So, whenever I had to go into this, obviously I had to make another branching story. So I kind of went the same route as I did in the first game, where if you look here, down here in this, basically you are on Gerudo at the beginning, and when you go back up into space, once you have your ship, you can learn more about the backstory on this with all these says. Um, and it would tell you sort of the backstory of the previous game, so players get caught up with the story, and then it introduces a brand new narrative and what your objective is in this game. And so that would just lead in a jump, or for players who completed it, or just I don't know, didn't really care about the story previously and just wanted to play the game, they could jump. So they would be able to do that, and you would basically like space jump to Orion 11, and you would arrive on the planet, or orbiting the planet per se, and you would be able to choose where you wanted to land to start your scouting. And so once you did that, you encountered an alien, and you would have to choose if you'd click on the alien to observe them, and you would get information on like what they're doing or what they have on them, and from that you would choose to like engage them or not engage them, and in some scenarios you would actually um, converse with the alien, and that would be the end of it. One of the end states could be that um, you get captured by the aliens, right? You encountered one, and they have technology you don't have, so they would take you in, and you're basically a prisoner, and that's like kind of a fail end state, I guess. Depends how you look at it. And then there's other end states where they would you would um, have the player leave the planet successfully, completing the mission, reporting back to the USSA, the United States Space Association, to report their findings back, and that would be a win state. So yeah, basically for the interactivity in this is a lot of dialogue. That's usually what visual novels have. It's a visual novel, so there's lots of reading and clicking. But with this item here is basically just a thrust. So whenever the player was orbiting Gerudo and they had to jump to Orion 11, they had to pull this up, and it would uh, do this jump animation, and you would be at the next planet. And then these two are just the aliens that you'd click on so you can observe and scout them. So yeah, that is my narrative ideology and um, uh, design way. I guess I can't think of words right now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.